I am an excessive idiot.
He simply talks too much.
Look who's still around.
I don't believe that.
I meant to kill this bastard a long time ago. And now watch what's happened because of my mistake.
You're a convict from the mining colony. Scram.
Hey!
That's not what I heard.
You don't care. Let's talk to Hakon. Let's see how many people are just fucking assholes now.
Honestly, I witnessed
Beat it, convict! Canthar told me what a nasty bastard you are.
What's Jor got to say?
You're a convict from the mining colony. I won't sell you anything.
with my own eyes.
What's it gonna cost to fix this?
Oh, here you are again.
Why aren't you in jail?
I have been relieved. Now word is out among the merchants that you are a convict. A regrettable affair. Now you won't be able to get even a piece of bread here in the marketplace. I could, of course, sort things out for you. Shall we say 500 gold pieces?
Oh, it's not as much as I thought. I'm gonna see if there's a way I can get that back from him, though. Let me just try something.
Have you come to pay?
That's not what I heard.
All right, I'll pay up. You leave me no choice.
Good. Then I shall see to it that your reputation with the merchants rises once
That's not
again.
what my husband thinks.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
That's
Now
what
let's try something. Oi, mate.
everybody knows by now.
Mate. Son of a bitch.
And it's gonna get even worse.
You don't even give a shit. God damn it.
That's an open secret. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
He really doesn't give a shit. Fuck! I was gonna, like, get him to attack me and then lead him out of town and kill him. Ugh. Well, that's a bitch in the
Show
ass.
me a way.
I just received...
He simply talks.
Oh, he's got some cool shit. That's too expensive. Thanks to fucking Canthar. God damn it, I can't believe I didn't deal with his ass a long time ago. I'm gonna buy this. We're gonna need that for later.
Really? How interesting.
Oh, man. I'm gonna see if there's a way I can kill him and get that money later. But it can't happen now. Not without cheating. Anyway. My strength is at 30. Maybe I should look into getting a better weapon than this. I'm not sure there really is one, though. Not for my strength level. Most weapons in this game, the strength requirement is equal to the amount of damage it does. Let's see. I don't believe I killed this orc last time, so... we're just gonna run through. I don't feel like fighting him again. Oh, I did kill him. Right. Oh well. Forget it. I was just gonna go check and see if, what's his name? Orlan had a teleporter rune. Well, that's not worth my time. We're just gonna... Whoa. We're gonna go straight to business. It's time to step through the portal. We have to talk to Satras first. We have all the ornament pieces, or we should. Pretty sure I did it all. It's been a while. Yep, there's 3. Nefarious already has the last one. Or, I mean, Satras.
Hey! I am supposed to find the lost parts of the ornament for Nefarious.
What? That's unbelievable. You're involved again?
Don't worry, I'll bring the things here. I belong to the Ring of Water now.
As I see, you wear the armor of our members, and I see in your eyes that you speak the truth. Very well. I shall accept your entrance into our ranks. But bear in mind that this comes with a great responsibility, and I hope for your sake that you'll do it justice.
Yeah.
What sort of strange earthquakes are those?
That is one of the puzzles I am trying to solve. The structure of magic is being quite obviously, someone is trying with all of his might to break a powerful magic. I fear it will not be long before the entire island is plagued by these tremors.
So someone's trying to break a spell on the other side. Perhaps Raven? So I guess we don't bring the ornaments to Satyrus, we bring them to Nefarious. Who brings them to Satyrus? Anyway, I have discovered that my laptop for the longest time was on power saver mode, and that might explain some of the bad performance I've had on a lot of my games. So I've reset that. Hopefully games will run more smoothly now. I have noticed it running more smoothly, but not necessarily while I was recording. So far it seems to be doing better.
Hey, you!
Nefarious.
About the missing ornaments.
Yes?
I found them.
Oh, that's terrific. Now I have them all. Now all we have to do is put them together. We will have to use our combined powers to fit the piece back into a ring. Here, I can give you some gold coins for your trouble. Follow me.
They're all just gonna stroll there. It's gonna be kind of annoying and slow. Oh well. I'll just skip to when they're all gathered.
There. And now, step aside.
Yes, sir. I always hated these parts, because there they go, just kind of doing some nonsense for a while. They tell you to stand back, but if you don't approach, they'll actually just keep this going, like, indefinitely. So you actually do have to stand near enough for him to initiate conversation with you once it's done. It is pretty cool that they actually do this, and it's not just like, oh, you have the 4 pieces. There, fixed.
The ornament has been
see what I
put
mean?
back together.
I actually had to step
Since
forward
you
for him
brought
to
us
do
the
that.
necessary fragments,
I
you
thought it
should
was close
also
enough.
set them into the portal. Go to Satyrus and let him give you the reassembled ring. Hopefully, the portal will then open.
Perhaps. Alright, Satyrus.
Give me the ring. I shall open the portal.
Good. As a new member, you should be granted this honor. However, I'm still waiting for a message from Vatras. Until I receive it, we cannot go.
I have a message from Vatras for you.
Very interesting. All right. Here, take the ring. We shall gather at the portal and wait for you. If Nefarious is right, the portal will open as soon as you insert the ring there.
Cool. It is time to step on through. That was an unintentional rhyme. I apologize for that. So this will be one of the most extensive parts of this game. 'Cause it all is pretty much one quest. And you just kind of do the whole thing in one go. But it is pretty fun, and it was definitely a worthwhile expansion. One of the best expansions I've ever seen for a game. And I love how, like, mostly seamless it was integrated into this. Whoa. I'm just standing there chilling. Fairies don't give no shit. Where'd he go?
What now?
What are you waiting for? Go, and get out of our way.
That was fucking rude. Asshole. The fuck was that about?
Wait a minute.
What the fuck? Alright, well, I guess. we must go through. And yellow. Oh, shit. Yellow! Whoa. I realize it is wicked dark. I should have had this equipped a long time ago. What is this? Apple tobacco. Let's take a gander around. Ooh, some gold. A flask. Some broken shit. What is this? Coal. But it ain't Christmas. Nothing over here. A lot of these, what would you call them? I'm not really sure. I mean, I know, like a podium? No. Not really a book stand, because these aren't real books. They're tablets. Well, something of that sort. Alright, alright, alright. We can skip those guys. In fact, I don't think they would necessarily even... Yeesh! I'm not sure they would even attack you if you got close. Let's test to see if one is aggressive first. He's not. He's not. I'm worried that if I piss off one, I might piss them both off. So let's try him. That didn't do jack shit. Shit. Oh god. I'm getting rocked. What a terrible idea. I've made a horrible mistake. Right, well, that didn't work. Let's not do that again. This game almost seems harder than usual. My torch disappeared. Right. Because I'm used to being able to actually fight these guys at this point. But I seem incapable of that. A fine sword. I don't know, maybe just somehow it's tougher for a mage. So a lot of just like standard melee combat just seems so much harder, even when I'm at 60. Maybe it's because my strength is so low, that's probably it. I don't usually do mages, in case you're wondering. I just find it kind of annoying in this particular game. It's very powerful if you learn how to use it, but especially in the Night of the Raven expansion, they just made it so much more difficult. Like, various monsters have an increased resistance to magic.
Adanos be thanked. You are finally here. We thought you would not show up again.
What? How are you already here?
You went through the portal and we followed you. It did not take long before we arrived here. However, you were not there. We have been here for several days.
Several days? How can that be?
After we could not find you anywhere, Nefarious sought to ascertain what might have gone wrong. He seemed to be thoroughly baffled until now. Well, now you are here and can begin your work.
What happened in the meantime?
We have collected many new insights. The earthquakes do indeed appear to be stronger here. We are not very far from their center now. The builders of these old structures erected a city here in their day. So much we can already say. However, for some reason their culture came to an end. But so far, we can only speculate as to why.
What about Raven?
In his letter, Raven spoke of a temple, and that he was trying to get inside.
We're wondering how Satirus knows about Raven when we never mentioned it before. It's because the letter from Vatros mentioned
the earthquakes
everything we learned.
The result of unholy incantations, which keep colliding with a powerful spell. The gates of the temple are magically sealed, and this is the very magic that makes the stone sentinels arise. The temple is defending itself. We must stop Raven before he can penetrate into the Holy of Holies.
What does Raven want in the temple?
We only know that it has to do with a powerful artifact that is somehow connected to Adanos and Beliar. We can certainly assume that he is not up to anything good.
Raven is only a former Ore Baron, not a magician. How can he carry out an invocation like that?
Perhaps it is not he himself, but rather a renegade magician in his pay. One way or another, we must avert the evil.
What happens next?
We shall remain here and continue studying the ancient culture. The old scripts of the Builders conceal a great many secrets which we must reveal, if we want to understand what happened here back then. Meanwhile, you must do a few things for us.
Have you found a trace of the missing people?
Only yesterday we found the body of a fisherman. He was lying under one of the ruins to the east. It looks as though the fisherman was from Corinus. You should look into this.
What should I do?
You must find Raven and prevent him from desecrating the Temple of Adanos.
You mean I should kill him?
If that is the only way to stop him, then in Adanos' name, yes. On your way, collect all the ancient relics and inscriptions of the Builders you can find and bring them to us. We must know more about these people and their demise. Only when we see through Raven's plans can we thwart them. Furthermore, you must find a way to free the slaves.
Is that all? I could do that left-handed.
I know that is much to ask. Regard it as a chance to regain my trust.
Because that's so valuable to me.
I'll get going then.
One more thing. Raven has gathered a large number of bandits about him. In your absence, we have fetched another member of the Ring of Water here. We sent him into the swamp. He did not come back. We suspect that the bandits attack everyone who does not look as they do. So, acquire some of the bandits' armor. That is the only way you'll get close to them without being attacked right away.
Yes, sir. Right, so that's our job. You have to find Raven, stop him, free the slaves. Ah, they're fighting some monsters over there. There's a lot of new monsters as part of this. Monsters that don't appear in any of the other games. There's a few that are obviously, like, I mean, you'll find mine crawlers, lizards, and all that. There's also some that were in the first game, but not in the second. Left, right. Oh, simple. Like, there's bloodhounds, and, razors. And there's a few others. You'll see them all. I'm not gonna bother cooking all them meats. Just too many. I still haven't learned any alchemy. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to, because we seem to really be at a dearth of learning points. I need more! Alright. So, to the east, which we have no bearings whatsoever because we don't have a map. Someone was supposed to have drawn a map.
Any new findings?
The builders of these ruins fascinate me. It is just too bad that their language is as dead as they are. Even their mighty rituals and summonings could not save them.
Summonings?
The builders had a strong connection to the spirit world. If I have understood correctly, they believed they were in constant contact with their ancestors. They held regular summonings and rituals to ask the spirits for advice or to gain enlightenment.
How did these spirit summonings work?
The guardians of the dead had their special formulas they used to pacify the spirits. The descriptions I could find here, however, are in part very confusing. Only rarely do I get a clear answer to my questions.
The undead that I know never had much to say.
The builders did not create soulless undead such as zombies or other evil creatures. These spirits were the souls of great warriors, priests, and rulers. So far, I have no doubt that they really exist.
If I see a spirit, I'll let you know.
Yes, I insist on it.
I insist. Righto. Murdarian.
How's it going?
Listen, curious, don't you think? These teleporter stones don't appear to function, and yet you can hear them hum. Although they aren't active, a certain energy rests in them nevertheless.
What do you think needs to be done to activate them?
I have an idea about that. I just need proof for my suspicion. I had a feeling days ago that I had seen this sort of construction somewhere before. I suspect that we have to supply them with a damn large amount of magical energy to get them back into service.
What could provide enough magical energy?
I can only think of one thing. A magical focus. I mean, one of the 5 focus stones that were used to create the magical barrier in the Valley of the Mines. As far as I know, you had to get them back for us a while ago.
Yes, I can remember. Where are the focus stones now?
They were entrusted to me. I am supposed to keep them safe until we find another use for them. The way it looks, the time is ripe now.
Where have you seen these teleporter stones before?
You were in the penal colony too. Didn't you ever notice those stones? I am quite sure that they still can be found there today.
How do these teleporter stones get their power?
The builders were a very highly developed people. They use properties of magic that we have never seen. A network of teleporter stones was built so the builders could move quickly from one place in the city to another. The stones here obviously form a kind of center.
I've heard enough. Give me a focus stone. I will try to get the teleporters to work.
All right, but be careful with it. You hear? Satyrus will have my head if we lose them.
Got one. I know just where to use it. Hello, Kronos.
Wait a minute. Nice to see you. We feared the worst.
It wasn't all that bad. How's it going?
This is a very dangerous region here. Some of the animals in the area have never been seen by anyone before us. Close by, there is a large swamp that managed to grow for several hundred years without anyone noticing. Not a day goes by that we aren't attacked by beasts from the swamp. I advise you to be careful if you go for a stroll here.
Is there anything new about the stone sentinels?
We have already managed to eliminate some of them. They stand there, paralyzed like pillars of salt, and don't budge. But appearances deceive. If you get too close, they'll attack you. There's no doubt that the source of their power can be found here somewhere.
Let's deal.
Indeed. You have a map. I will buy it. Bit expensive, but oh well. Alright. You can have that. And no, I didn't want to sell that shit. Oh. Right. Guess you can have that. No, can't have that. Don't need this anymore. Hang on to those. Don't need that. Don't need that. Mandible. I don't need that much pitch. Whoa. Oh, forgot about that. Right. Get rid of those. Goblin's bone. Ah, shit. I forgot to give that back to Larry. Right. Let's find Nefarious. You are not he. Oh, and Riordan has a lot of stuff to tell us, but it'll just... none of it's too important.
Hey, you!
I'm tremendously relieved to see that you have arrived here unscathed.
How is it that you arrived here before me?
We traveled through a curious dimension. Who knows what detours you took?
And now, can I use the portal again?
We came here directly. It obviously works quite well. Of course, I'll let you know if I have the suspicion that it could be otherwise.
What have you done here up to now?
I'm studying the history of the builders, and I'm trying to understand why they closed the portal. It looks very much as though they wanted to hide the sunken city from the rest of the world. Terrible things happened here many years ago. They were seized by something awful. There was a dreadful civil war shortly before the downfall of the city, if their records can be believed. The streets were in flames, and a flood which devoured everything ultimately sealed the fate of the builders. The few who survived the inferno closed this part of the island in the hope of locking up the chaos.
Did you say that there was a flood?
Adanos himself appeared to them to end the madness. He razed the city to the ground.
What made the builders so agitated?
One of their own devoted himself to evil. He was a great commander named Quahodron. Returning from a successful battle outside the protecting walls of the city, he brought the evil with him. All of his followers fell to the madness a short time later and began to battle with the common folk. The civil war that followed reduced everything to rubble.
And we fools have reopened the portal.
I'm not happy about that either, believe you me. But what choice did we have? If we cannot stop what is happening here, then Corinus will suffer exactly the same fate that once befell the builders of this ancient city.
What do you think we will find here?
I can only speculate about that. You should talk to Satyrus. He has a certain idea.
Can you impart your knowledge of magic to me?
I can instruct you in the creation of runes, and Kronos can sell you the formulas for them. He always has his rune books with him.
Cool. What can he teach me? Nothing too helpful. Second circle. Ooh. Summoned wolf. Nothing I really need. Right, so let's do this thing with the focus stone. The first of the teleporter stones is right in here for some reason. I don't really know why. Oh! Totally missed that. Ah! Woo! Woo! Where the fuck did these come from? Scared the shit out of me. Hang on a second, guys.